Legislative Day number 20 will now come to order. Please pause for a moment of silent meditation. I'll now call upon Councilman Crandall to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of October the 16th, 2023? It's been moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. The journal is approved. Enrollment of bills. Bill 67-23, 68-23, 69-23, 70-23, 74-23, and 76-23 were passed by the council, signed by the county executive, and hereby enrolled. Bills 71-23 and 73-23 were vetoed by the county executive. Bill 72-23 was returned unsigned and hereby enrolled. Before we can continue with the agenda, we have the presentation of a special council resolution. Will Mr. Paul Mayhew please come forward? Mr. Mayhew, why don't you go over there to the witnesses box so that we know that we can, okay, we will, let me see if I can remember what I'm doing here. I have to ask you to, okay, we can fix this. Like messing with the cameras. There you go. Okay, Mr. Boswick, Mr. Secretary, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the council. Every now and again, as you've seen through your years here, we do say goodbye to a county employee who has an exceptional employee and one who has distinguished themselves with long years of very dedicated service, and this is one of those times. So I have a special resolution to present from the council to Paul Mayhew. This is a special resolution of the County Council honoring Paul Mayhew on the occasion of his retirement from Baltimore County government as managing administrative law judge. Whereas Paul Mayhew graduated from the University of South Carolina and the University of Baltimore School of Law and spent the early part of his legal career from 1993 to 97 as an assistant county attorney in Prince George's County. And whereas a longtime Catonsville resident and now living in Reisterstown, Paul began his career with Baltimore County in March 1997 as an assistant county attorney in the Office of Law, where he became a seasoned trial lawyer and one of the office's most trusted legal advisors, while also handling many of the county's most important and complex civil litigation matters, including police excessive force cases, employment law disputes, and breach of contract cases. And whereas in September 2019, he was appointed as managing administrative law judge with the Office of Administrative Hearings, where he supervised the office and presided over land use and development cases, code enforcement cases, grievances, and other administrative hearings. And whereas, except for some misplaced loyalties over the years to Maryland basketball memories from the old Atlantic Coast Conference and to that other professional football team down the DC Beltway, Paul has always been a person of impeccable character and wise judgment. And whereas after over 27 years with county government providing distinguished and outstanding public service to the county, Paul is now retiring and will seek what all former county employees aspire to, the double dip. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the members of the County Council that we join with everyone gathered here this Monday, November 6, 2023, in wishing this great friend and colleague a well-deserved retirement from the county and continued good health and prosperity as he moves on to the next adventure.
Well, if you don't mind, can you press that button right there? There you go. That way our friends at home can hear you.
I said I'll save everyone a speech, but I do really appreciate this. I did put my heart and soul into my job here, and I think I did a good job. I worked with some great people, starting with Ginny Barnhart was the county attorney when I got here, and then Ed Gillis, John Beverungen. Had a lot of great colleagues, Tom included. Mr. Catroco in the back was in the office when I first got there. We both had full heads of hair. So yeah, it's been a great career. And then the few years I acted as an administrative law judge were a new challenge, and I really tried to do right by both sides of the equation, realizing the county needs development. At the same time, our communities deserve to be preserved, and I tried to strike that balance, and I hope I did. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's been great. It really has.
Well, thank you.
Good night.
We really appreciate your service. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will first consider the 3 appointment confirmations. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
First, Mr. Chairman, for the council's consideration is the county executive's nomination of Maureen Murphy to be the next Chief Administrative Law Judge with the Office of Administrative Hearings.
Is Murphy here? Oh, come on up. Sure, please. Again, I know we had, have a seat. I know we had extensive testimony before during the work session, but if you don't mind just giving us another little overview.
Certainly. So I have been the administrative law judge for the past 3 years, and prior to that, I was on the Board of Appeals. I was Tom Quirk's nominee, actually appointee at the Board of Appeals, and so I felt like I, again, was uniquely qualified last time to do the job, and I appreciate the administration's confidence, continued confidence in me to be nominated once again for this position. It's very challenging. It's an interesting position where you you greet different kinds of people every day, and you make difficult decisions, balancing the different interests, and make a decision based on the evidence that's presented. And I want to thank the administration and the council for their time.
All right. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your service. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the appointment? Motion. It's been moved, and I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointment.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Pasoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch? Aye. Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
The ayes have it. The appointment is confirmed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will call up Mr. Derek Baumgardner.
That is correct, Mr. Chairman. Next is the county executive's nomination of Mr. Derek Baumgardner to be administrative law judge in the Office of Administrative Hearings.
Okay.
I think he is on virtually.
All right, fantastic. Mr. Baumgardner, again, a few words, please.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the council. Thank you for your flexibility in permitting me to appear virtually. I'm feeling a bit under the weather the last couple of days, so this is a great help to me. I'm currently a land use and environmental attorney with the law firm of Whiteford, Taylor, and Preston in Baltimore. I split time between our Towson and our Baltimore City offices. Prior to private practice, I was a hearing examiner in Montgomery County. And prior to that, I was the director of the zoning board in Baltimore City. Looking forward to this position. An important one, but I think I have the necessary background and experience to do it well. I'd also like to send a sincere thank you to Paul Mayhew for his many years of exemplary service to the county. I'm happy to answer any questions that you or the council members may have.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Again, Mr. Baumgartner, we certainly appreciate your willingness to serve. And I hear no questions. Or is there a motion to approve the appointment? Motion to approve. Moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Katz?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel? Aye. Mr. Crandall? Aye. Mr. Young?
Aye. The ayes have it. The appointment is confirmed. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Mr. Secretary, next item first, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is the council's consideration of the nomination by the county executive of Mr. Andrew Belt to be administrative law judge with the Office of Administrative Hearings.
Thank you, sir. Again, we appreciate your willingness to serve. If you don't mind, give us a little synopsis.
Thank you again. Good evening, Chairman and Council. As I said last time, I started as a Baltimore County school teacher, graduated from law school, going at night while I was teaching school. I started out as a Baltimore County prosecutor. In 2007, I was appointed to the Board of Appeals by Councilman Vince Gardenia and had the privilege of being reappointed by Councilman Marks 5 more times, making my tenure at the Board of Appeals. I'm in my 16th year. So I'd like to thank the county executive for this appointment and for the council considering my appointment. I enjoy the work that we do at the board that I think will carry on to the administrative law judge. I think I've developed a judicial temperament dealing with community members and with the zoning bar, and I enjoy the work and I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you again. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Yes.
Real quick, Mr. Bell, where was that school that you first taught at?
It was Sudbury Magnet Middle School, sir.
And while I know you didn't teach me, your reputation preceded you. Well, I was there. I'm dating myself here, but if you're half as good as an attorney as you were as a teacher, I know you do very well in the position. So.
Thank you. I was the inaugural staff, and you were an inaugural student. So
that is correct. We're dating ourselves here now.
there we go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any additional questions? Yes, Councilman Patoka.
Mr. Belt and Councilman Young, I'd like to acknowledge that I went to Sudbrook as well. It wasn't a magnet school, and I probably wouldn't have gotten in had I been a magnet school at the time, but it was known as Sudbrook Junior High School. But good times there, and now I'm in good company. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. Ask for much forgiveness because I'm going to repeat something from the work session. When Councilman Gardena was elected, my father was his appointment to the seat. I would come home from college and see my father in the basement writing on those yellow legal pads, these opinions, and he ruled on some really tough cases. There was a snake case, there was a case dealing with hayfields, the Oella Mill. So I knew he put a lot of work into it. So when I had the opportunity to potentially reappoint you, Mr. Belt, obviously I took it very seriously and consulted with a number of attorneys, and they all said you were outstanding and you have lived up to that reputation. The people we appoint to the Board of Appeals should be hardworking, fair, and represent many different backgrounds. You have been exceptional. You did a great job as an administrative law judge. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Are there any additional questions or comments from the members? None. Mr. Secretary? No. Is there a motion to approve? Been moved. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch? Aye. Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Ayes have it. The appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Ms. Belt, and thank you so much for your service. Thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Secretary, will you now read all bills for introduction?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. First bill for introduction is Bill 83-23, County Charter, Office of the Inspector General. Next is Bill 84-23, Office of the Inspector General. Bill 85-23, sponsored by Councilman Patoka, Development, Public Hearing on a Variance, Special Hearing or Special Exception, Posting Notice of Hearing. Next is Bill 86-23, sponsored by Councilman Ertel, Restrictions on Parking, Parking on Private Property, Parking Surface. Next is Bill 87-23, also sponsored by Councilman Ertel, Rental Housing Licenses, Notification of Occupancy. Next is Bill 88-23, sponsored by Councilman Crandall, Zoning Regulations, Uses Permitted in the RC50 Zone, Plastics Recycling Facility. And finally, Bill 89-23, also sponsored by Councilman Crandall, Parking Obstruction of Alleys and Streets.
Okay. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, next for your consideration are two vetoed bills. At the legislative session on October 16th, 2023, the County Council passed Bill 71-23, sponsored by Councilman Young, Bring Your Own Bag Act, Reusable Carryout Bag Definition. On October 17th, the bill was presented to the county executive for his approval or disapproval. On October 25th, 2023, the county executive returned Bill 71-23 with his executive veto, which included a letter stating his reasons for not approving the bill. Section 308G of the county charter states that any such legislation presented to the county executive and returned with his veto may be reconsidered by the county council not later than at its next regular session, which is tonight's legislative session. A vote in the affirmative of a majority plus one of the 7 council members will override the veto and allow the legislation to stand enacted.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Are there any questions, comments from the members?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Councilman Young.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I just want to bring up a couple things before we go into this one. 10, 11 months ago, we passed the Bring Your Own Bag Act. We had rigorous debate, public input, and discussion related to what eventually became the act. And I know during the debate up here before voting on it, there was a number of amendments passed. And since then, there's been discussion, rigorous between us, advocates, as well as members of the community about what the effects of the bill were going to be as it was written. Some things made a lot of sense to members, other things didn't. And through that conversation, we came up with 3 pieces of legislation to address those concerns. As the bill is currently written, we originally had taken into consideration small businesses and made an exception for those that would have undue hardship. But in the bill, we acknowledged and have attempted to fix the idea that we've made 2 tiers of small business by ignoring one group over another. We also put in legislation, as the bill was written, we allowed for a loophole where you could be in compliance by handing or using a plastic carryout bag, but not using a paper carryout bag, which was one of the bills that was drafted to address some of these concerns that were brought to our attention. And lastly, there was my bill and one of the bills that we'll be taking up tonight is a veto that addresses the thickness of these bags, which we have heard from many people and folks from my community, other folks in other people's community, as well as the industry, about what the thickness means. Well, currently in the law, the bag that's referenced doesn't exist, which might help out advocates and make them happy. But in the sense of what retailers can use, what we're trying to define, we've created a law that creates a loophole that doesn't make any sense. And I think I feel from what I've engaged with over the last 11 months with my colleagues, we work to make bills better and work to make laws better. I've heard a lot from the media about these three bills, and I want to be very clear, there's only two that have been vetoed, but three of them were presented together as a package. There's been a lot of debate and discussion for the media, but I don't remember receiving anything in terms of response or communication from the media. In all of the bills, or excuse me, in all of the articles that I've seen come out about this, I've seen the bills referenced and the sponsors of those bills, but I don't think my colleagues were reached out to by the media either. And a lot of narrative about what they are, but doesn't seem like a lot of folks understood what they do. I wanted to point that out because I would have been happy to clarify anything for anyone, and as my constituents know that have reached out, that have received a response from me, and I know they've received responses from my other colleagues, that these make sense. And that's the intent. And beyond what happens tonight, the purpose of the veto is what makes sense for the county executive and for other members of the community, and for what our actions are tonight are to try to make sense out of the bill that we've heard from the community and heard from members and decided that there was a better way to move forward than the original version. With that, I just wanted to make sure that my comments have been heard, and I know from some of the criticism and concerns that we had heard from the other members as well. So I appreciate the opportunity, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilman Young. I'll just say that I certainly appreciate your hard work on the bills, as well as the hard work of all the members here. Everybody come here and we all don't agree on everything. That's why we're individuals, that's why we're here. But I always say that everybody here works very, very hard to do the right thing. So I appreciate your efforts, appreciate your work. And I agree with you, the the bills were really clarifications. And as it relates to like the thickness of the bag, I know we were trying to stick with the California standard, if I'm correct. And
Where locally it doesn't exist, but yes, we were sticking to another standard.
okay, and that was it. So I certainly appreciate it. Are there any additional questions or comments from the members? Is there a motion to override the county executive's veto on Bill 73-23? Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, 71-23?
Motion to override the veto.
Been moved. Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Patoka?
Nay.
Mr. Catch?
No.
Mr. Marks?
Okay, not enough votes to override the veto. The veto is standing. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is Bill 73-23, which was also the subject of an executive veto. In that matter, as with 71, this bill was passed at the legislative session on October 16th, 2023. On October 17th, this bill was presented to the county executive for approval or disapproval. On October 25th, the county executive did return Bill 73-23 with his executive veto, including the letter stating his reason for not approving. And as I indicated, the charter does give the county council the opportunity to override at the next legislative session, which is this evening. A vote of a majority plus one of the 7 council members will, in the affirmative, will override the veto and allow the legislation to stand enacted.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. This bill, again, Councilman Young had mentioned it. This bill is an attempt to correct what I see as an injustice where we have a small business exemption for people who own less than 3 locations. And initially, the liquor stores was removed from that exemption and singled out and, again, treated different than we would treat other small businesses. Again, we have heard from a lot of people as well as some of the liquor store owners, and some of the things that they have said was, they've been giving out bags for 40 years, and they don't want to nickel and dime their customers, and they felt like they were being singled out. So that said, and hearing from the public, as well as some of the other community activists, we decided to put in a bill that would basically move the liquor stores back in line with the other exempt small businesses, because Maryland law says you can only have a license for one liquor store. So again, we're here again trying to correct something that was probably we could have done better. So we're trying to make some corrections. That's what we're here for. Are there any additional questions or comments from the members? Okay. Is there a motion to override the county executive veto on Bill 73-23? I will move it. It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Aye. Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Bill 73-23 has been overwritten and hereby enacted. We'll now move on to final reading and vote of bills. Mr. Secretary?
Mr. Chairman, first bill for final reading and vote is Bill 77-23, Current Expense Budget Assistance to Firefighters.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, we'll call Ms. Danielle Nats. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, council members. The fire department is requesting funds for an Assistance to Firefighters grant. This grant is a partial matching grant where the department will submit 10% of that grant, of the $399,000 grant. The grant is going towards mobile integrated health vehicles. The vehicles will be used in coordination with our eye care program, where we refer vulnerable adults to services. We currently have a eye care program in-house, but we don't have a means to send providers out to provide a mobile service. This program will then be able to provide a mobile service to our vulnerable residents within the county.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Mr. Secretary, call the roll on Bill 77-23.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
The ayes have it. Bill 77-23 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next bill, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 78-23, Semi-Public Swimming Pools.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence Richardson. Yeah. Mr. Richardson, I know you spent, we'll hear from you first, then we'll get into the questions.
Okay, good evening, Chairman Jones and members of the council. The administration is seeking your approval of Bill 7823, which would be an amendment to Baltimore County Code of surrounding the definition of a semi-public swimming pool. In specific, in 2020, County Council Bill 1120 added a definition of semi-public swimming pool to the Baltimore County Code, and that allowed facilities with this designation to forego providing a lifeguard. This definition and lifeguard requirement conflicts with the definition of a semi-public swimming pool and lifeguard requirements as established by COMAR. Specifically, the county code currently allows many gyms and health clubs in Baltimore County to forego providing a lifeguard when minors are present, and there is potential for some multi-pool facilities to forego providing a lifeguard, which is not allowed by COMAR. Take any questions.
Okay, are there any questions or comments from the members? Okay, I guess I will be the first one to just ask simply, does this increase lifeguards or decrease lifeguards?
This would increase lifeguards at facilities, at the gym facilities where minors are present. Currently, to elaborate, in 2020, the bill that was passed was an attempt to correct what was a stricter version of COMAR, and at that point, I think we overcorrected, which allowed the gyms to forego lifeguards when minors were present. This bill is putting us back in alignment with COMAR in order to have lifeguards present in those gym facilities when minors are present. So we would be increasing the number of lifeguards at facilities which fall within the definition of semi-public swimming pool.
Okay. So if a person does not have a lifeguard and minors are present, then they could simply tell the minors they can't get in the pool, and then the pool can be open to everyone else?
Yes, in theory, yes. At these gym facilities, the hotel and other transient locations like hotel, motels still have the right to post signage for swim at your own risk. The way COMAR is written, currently, gym and health club facilities would not have that ability. They would need to have the lifeguard present if a minor was present.
A gym or
health club facilities.
Okay. Will this result in, I guess we don't know, we have to see if health clubs just simply start keeping minors out.
Or make a lifeguard present when minors are present.
Okay, so how do we know about this change? We passed this bill quite some time ago.
We passed the bill in 2020. There was no change to COMAR. We just missed, in our language in the bill, the fact that it could create the potential for the gyms and health clubs to forego having a lifeguard because of this. And COMAR does not allow that. So now we're putting ourselves back in alignment with COMAR.
Okay.
If I may, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman, the bill in 2020 had as a minimum age for a health club or spa used by its members and guests who were at least 16 years old. That was what was in the bill. And what is, I think, being done now is to make sure that that it's at least that it's adults who are at least 18. So it's that 2-year gap that I think this bill is designed to address.
Correct.
Okay.
Chairman,
Yes.
if you have a situation where there's no lifeguard and children aren't allowed in the pool, but adults are, would it be possible for an adult, if their own child is there with them, to take the responsibility and take their child into the pool?
Not the way COMAR is presently written, no. A lifeguard would need to be present.
Pretty easy to enforce.
Okay, are there any additional questions or comments from the members?
One question.
One question.
So this is to Councilman Ertel's comment early on. So is a health club or a gym, or is that what you would be called a semi-public?
Well, the definition of semi-public swimming pool, as defined by COMAR, is a swimming pool with a square footage surface area of 2,500 square feet and a depth no deeper than 5 feet.
So that would mean that even if you, so to me, public and private means that you have to either, if it's public, you walk in, a public basketball court, you walk onto the court. Private, you have to pay a fee to walk onto the court, same with any other sport. But in swimming, it's different, that you can pay a fee to join the club, and then it's still called public, semi-public.
The way it's defined by Comar does not make those distinctions. It just defines it by the square footage of the surface area of the water and the depth of the water.
Oh, that's odd. I guess we could reach out to our state legislators to correct that definition, but I don't know if that'll be top of the agenda. But thank you. Somehow,
Okay, any additional questions or comments from the members? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 78-23.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Mr. Young?
Aye.
The ayes have it, Bill 78-23 has passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Bill 79-23, sponsored by Councilman Ertel, zoning regulations, uses permitted, CB zone, community building.
Councilman Ertel?
Yes, so I had introduced this bill. I had talked about this at work session. A bill that I'm very happy to introduce. American Legion, it bought a property in the Parkville area, and this came to light as the Parkville American Legion, bought a building that was zoned CB, and the CB zoning allows for many things, but not for fraternal organizations like American Legion to meet there, even though lesser zoning allows those things. So I've introduced this bill to allow for potentially, if a fraternal organization wanted to buy a CB property, that they could potentially actually meet there. And as, you know, as our commercial corridors struggle, have organizations like this that are, you know, could purchase a building of this nature and keep life in a spot that's had life. I think it's a good bill, and I hope support it.
Thank you very much, Councilman Ertel. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Secretary, please call the roll on Bill 79-23.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Aye. Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
The ayes have it, Bill 79-23 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Bill 80-23. This bill is sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, community building use in the BL zone.
Councilman Marks?
Thank you. This bill is very similar in spirit to Councilman Ertel's legislation. It adds a by right commercial use to the BL zone, specifically permitting a community building or other structure or land use devoted to civic, social, recreational, educational activities if located in a shopping center in the commercial, community core, or CCC overlay district with a minimum gross floor area of 125,000 square feet. The type of use that would come to mind might be a very large indoor play area, for example. Again, echoing the spirit of Councilman Ertel's bill, I think this is the type of provision that can help a lot of these aging shopping centers we have throughout the county.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
The ayes have it, Bill 80-23 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, I believe are the council's consideration of all fiscal matters.
Yes, the council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session on October 31st. Witnesses who testified at the work session is available to restate their testimony if needed. I'll now call upon the secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 and 3 through 8. Fiscal matter 2 was withdrawn prior to the meeting.
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. First, fiscal matter 1 is a contract with Lardner Klein Landscape Architects PC for trail design services at Oregon Ridge Park. Fiscal matter 3 is a contract with Maryland Association of Nonprofit Organizations for technical assistance. Fiscal matter 4 is a contract of sale with Cross Creek Associates Limited Partnership, acquisition of a parcel. Fiscal matter 5 is a contract of sale with David and Mary Ann Himmelman, also for the acquisition of a parcel. Fiscal matter 6 is a contract of sale with David Himmelman, also for the acquisition of a parcel. These are all three for the Windsor Mill sidewalk project. Fiscal matter 7 is a contract with Seam Group LLC for NFPA electrical arc flash safety training. And fiscal matter 8 is 3 contracts for on-call plumbing services through property management.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Are there any questions or comments from the members? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 and 3 through 8.
We do need
Is there a motion
Yes,
to
sir.
approve fiscal matters 1
Motion.
through 8? Second. The move that's been seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Yes, sir. Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall? Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks? Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Fiscal matters 1 and 3 through 8 are approved. We'll now consider the remainder of the miscellaneous business items. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, whenever a contract over $25,000 is awarded by a process other than formal competitive bid, it is required that a copy of the contract be given to the county council and the nature and parties to the contract be announced by the secretary at the next legislative session following award. There are 6 such agreements this evening. The first is a purchase order with Delmarva Pump Center Incorporated, providing for parts repair of reserve tiller truck TR-94, a 2012 Spartan Gladiator assigned to the fire department. Delmarva Pump is the sole dealer for Spartan chassis parts in the state of Maryland. Award of $35,571.76. Next is a supplier contract with Rexel USA Incorporated to provide the Bureau of Solid Waste the ability to purchase certain components and parts that are integral to the functions of the pumping stations. The 5-year estimated award total is $2 million. Next is a supplier contract with Verizon Maryland LLC. This is for the purchase of ANI database records for fiscal year 2024 for the 911 center. These records can only be provided by Verizon of Maryland. The county will be reimbursed for these expenditures by the Emergency Number Systems Board. The amount is a not to exceed of $610,000. Next is a supplier contract with Van Dyke Baylor Corporation. Van Dyke Vision AR headset utilized augmented reality technology to enable county employees to have direct contact with Van Dyke technicians when a problem with their equipment arises. It enables Van Dyke technicians to see and hear the problem as county technicians perform their repairs. This is proprietary piece of equipment. The 5-year estimated award total is $50,000. Next is a supplier contract with Sherwood Logan and Associates Incorporated. This provides DPWT the ability to purchase the Exelim Fliggett pumps and parts, as well as legacy brands from Sherwood Logan. And this supplier is also the sole provider in the state of Maryland for this equipment. And the 5-year estimated award total of $250,000. And then finally, a supplier contract with Indian River Equipment Company. This purchase provides DPWT the ability to purchase sub-site RST inspection equipment, parts, and services from this company. The supplier is the sole provider in the state of Maryland for this equipment. 5-year estimated award total of $250,000.
Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary. Next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Resolution 33-23, sponsored by Council members Ertel, Patoka, Marks, Catch, Crandall, and Jones. This is a resolution requesting the MDE to review the environmental impact of the Herring Run headwaters on the historic East Towson area.
Councilman Ertel?
Yes, thank you, Chair. So historic East Towson was a community that was founded by freed enslaved people from the Hampton Plantation as far back as 1830. And they have had issues for a long time where we dumped on this community, and substation in the 60s there, ran a road through the neighborhood in the 60s as well. This particular property that we'd like to have studied is actually the headwaters for the Herring Run. They received an environmental variance to build over top of it. We're asking the Maryland Department of Environment to study the potential adverse environmental impact to the watershed and flooding issues that already plague this area. And I hope for a favorable vote on this. There are some amendments, and I know this is your job, Tom, but we have some amendments where we clarified a little more what we want to actually study with MDE to make it a little more crystal clear as to what the actual, the original bill. We also, there's an amendment to just kind of further define the study as to what it's about.
Thank you, sir.
Why don't we go with the amendments first? Mr. Secretary, do you feel the need to explain the amendments?
I'm happy to, Mr. Chairman. As Mr. Hertel just indicated, the area of focus is, we specify the boundary as being bounded by East Joppa Road to the north, East Pennsylvania Avenue to the south, Fairmount Avenue to the west, and McManus Way to the east, and generally located at or near the area of 407 East Joppa Road, but also including that boundary area. So that is the first part. And the second part is a little, as Mr. Ertel indicated, is a little more specific about what the Maryland Department of the Environment is requested or encouraged to study. And this includes an evaluation of the current flooding risks. So in addition to studying the potential adverse impact, environmental impact of further development along the headwaters of the Herring Run watershed in historic East Towson, it also seeks an evaluation of the current flooding risks in existing homes downstream of the Herring Run headwaters. 2, a review of the flood management plan for the historic East Towson community, or if none exists, the drafting of such a flood management plan. And 3, to perform a comprehensive watershed study for the historic East Towson community and Herring Run headwaters.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the members?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Second, Councilman Patoka.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Councilman Ertel, I just want to thank you for bringing this forward. It was new to this legislative body. I can say that about 2 years back, when we were evaluating considering the disposition of this property. Didn't know that it was the headwaters of Herring Run, and we had one of the most unusual votes I had ever seen by a legislative body, where we had 3 of the 7 members abstained from a vote. Is that correct, Mr. Secretary? Yeah. So, and it was an abstention. It was weird because there was no real reason to not have the courage to say yes or no, but to abstain. And it was just the most unusual thing I had ever seen. So appreciate Mr. Ertel, Councilman Ertel, you bringing this forward. I think it's important that we give due consideration to our open space, and it's something that once we lose our open space, it's not coming back. And I think that I just had a meeting Councilman Ertel and I did with the Chief Sustainability Officer just before this meeting, and she informed us that our water table is rising, we're more prone to flooding, and it's something that we really have to consider now, not later, because later is too late. So I appreciate you bringing this forward so we can consider it now. We can kind of undo some of the things that were done during that 3 abstention vote. And so looking forward to vote in the affirmative on this.
Thank you, Councilman Patoka.
Mr. Chairman.
Second, Councilman Katz, go right ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Councilman Ertel, I want to thank you as well. I can remember at least the last 4 or 5 years, Councilman Marks, when he represented that area, would put in legislation, would be an advocate for the county resolving some of the flooding that was occurring downstream. And I had no idea that there's a connection. And I think that this is an issue that we need to resolve one way or the other, so we know what's happening and that we don't make a bad situation worse. So I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Councilman Marks.
Thank you very much, again, Councilman Ertel, for shepherding this legislation through. Councilman Patoka, Councilman Katz, thank you for your comments. And thank you to all of the residents of East Towson who testified. All I'm going to say is that it's very telling to me when most, if not all, of the supporters are residents of the area most affected, and most, if not all, of the opponents are developers or special interests not in this area. Thank you.
Are there any additional questions or comments from the members? If not, is there a motion to approve the amendment? I'll motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the amendments to Bill 33-23.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks? Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Katz?
Aye.
The ayes have it. The amendment to Bill 33-23 has passed. Is there any additional questions or comments on Resolution 33-23 as amended? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 33-23 as amended?
I'll motion, Chair.
Moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 33-23 as amended.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Katz?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
The ayes have it. Resolution 33-23 has passed. You're welcome. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Resolution 34-23, the Baltimore County Water Supply and Sewerage Plan Amendment Cycle 41 for introduction only this evening.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, is there any further business to come before the council?
There is no further business, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? Councilman Patoka?
Just in regard to the bill that's being introduced on the water supply and sewage plant, are we going to get briefed on that?
There is a work session scheduled on November 14th, and it is scheduled for a vote on November 20th. I don't know if there will be a specific briefing, but it will be on the agenda for the work session.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? Been moved. Is there a second? Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, the meeting is adjourned. As is customary, anyone who has registered to speak online prior to the meeting is allowed 3 minutes to speak on any subject they would like here at Baltimore County Council. We are very proud of that. Now, Ms. Belcastro, are there any speakers tonight?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have one speaker who registered this evening, Silpa Nuna. Ms. Nuna, you are on as a panelist. You may begin your testimony and turn your camera on if you prefer. Ms. Nuna, are you there?
Nuna,
She's unmuted.
Baltimore County Council calling Ms. Nuna. She's the only speaker. Ms. Nuna? Going once? Ms. Nuna? Second time, Ms. Nuna, we are desperately waiting to hear from you. You're our only caller this evening.
She's saying that she is speaking. We cannot hear you. I'm not sure if you have a microphone problem, but you are unmuted.
Is it better?
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
There you go. You
Good
can turn
evening,
the camera
everybody.
on if you like.
Sorry, I think it's enough. This is my first time. I'm trying to listen and sink it all in. Apologies.
No apologies necessary. We're happy to have you. Nuna, we can't hear you again.
No, I'm trying to see like how to respond. So I can go next. I really wanted to focus on understanding the flow. Sorry about that.
Nuna, you are our only speaker this evening, so we are happy to hear from you. You have 3 minutes to tell us whatever's on your mind or whatever you like to advocate for or against or whatever you'd like to say. We're more than happy and look forward to hearing from you. Take your time.
Thank you for that. Like, this is really a wonderful opportunity. But as I said, like the LBC is asking for us. I'm a little underprepared and not knowing what to say. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Did you want to tell us something?
Oh, I don't have anything right now.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate the call. It's good talking with you. And make sure you feel free to call again or come to visit us, or you could always email us. If you send something to Baltimore County Council, I think it hits all of us.
Will do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are there any questions, comments from the members? I guess we are adjourned. Oh. We want to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. Great, David. We're done. We are done. We are done. Thank you very much.